We're going to take a look at ticker symbol NBIS in here. Just a huge run this past week. Obviously, a couple green candles in here on the weekly, but this past week, just a huge move in here, trading above that 200 psych level. We actually had a high in here coming in of 233.73 on the week. We are trading down below that. We're down around 0.5% on the day on Friday, trading just below that 220 psych level. Going forward, how do we kind of look at this thing, just because of there's not really a whole lot of touch points in here with these candles, just because this thing kind of shot up through everything that we had? Well, we're going to look at psych levels on the way down. So we're going to look at the 220. We're going to be looking at the 215, working our way down here to right around this upper trend line that we have of this overall structure, which is just based off the high that came in last week. And that's going to be that 201 mark in here. So nice whole numbers, working our way down 220, 215, 210, etc., working our way down to that 200 level. And then anything below there, we're looking at this 177.05 mark. To the upside in here, obviously, it's going to be that high that came in this week, 233.73. And then anything outside of that, nice whole numbers, letting the chart kind of dictate what is going to be our next resistance. So we're going to be looking at the 240, 250, etc. We're also going to take a look at CRWV in here on the weekly chart. We're down around 6% on the day, trading just below those 108s. Red day coming in on Friday. This candle's closed red. We had last week red as well. So overall, not really a good look since we went up here and then hit these highs at 138 just 2 weeks ago. So we're trading down here, sitting right on that 107 mark in here. Really, we're kind of trading right on this 50-day and this 9-day EMA. They're both kind of within about a couple dollars of each other, 106 and then 104 right here. So this whole area is going to be a key place of footing for us. If this does not hold, there's really nothing to save us besides psych levels coming all the way down here to the 85. You might have a little bit of a save here right around that 98 level, but other than that, there's not a whole lot of touch points in there for us to really kind of chart anything out coming down. Now, to the upside in here, say we get a bounce in here just like we did about 3 or 4 weeks ago, then our next resistance we're going to be looking at is going to be that 114.57. And then outside of there, we're looking at the upper trend line of this overall structure. That's going to be trading at that 120 mark. Anything outside of there, we're looking at the 124. So all in all, we're going to see what happens in here overall on our weekly charts for these two tickers. We're going to see how they start to correlate with the overall markets, especially with the big earnings coming up this week, and that is going to be NVIDIA. But let's see what happens here in NBIS and CRWV. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you're interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.